Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you would like to see how I achieve this look, keep watching.
Nothing but a beauty queen. She make it look so easy. No one else can compare. She know what she doing.
So as you've seen in the first clip, we're actually going to be giving this wig some highlights, just a little pop of color. We went for a cinnamon brown highlights. This is a old wig we're about to bring back to life. It is dirty, so I'm going to bleach the hair while it is dirty. I'm going to do a nice streak in the front, and then in the back I'm going to kind of do a few highlights to kind of give it the effect that the whole wig is highlighted, but it's not. This is actually the Burmese curly. I don't know the length currently, but yeah, like I said, I'm just going to add a few highlights throughout the top, and I'm using 40 or 50 volume developer because that's typically what I like to use, and just regular BW bleach. So here I'm just checking it to see what the color is. I think this was about like 20 minutes after I finished, and it's kind of good. I don't want to go too light because that's one thing I hate is going too light, because once it's too light, that's it. You're gonna get what you get, but you can always go lighter. So I'm gonna start with conditioning the hair first, just to give it some lubrication while I am detangling it, because it is a curly wig and we want to prevent causing any shedding. And then I'm gonna go in and shampoo it a few times, and then we're gonna start on my model. So her hair needs a trim, so I'm gonna show you guys how I trim her hair. After I washed her wig, I did let it dry so we could begin this process. Her hair was already washed, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim it and braid it up, so this way we can start her wig install. So I did skip pretty much the whole step of me braiding her hair because it's pretty much a no-brainer. You just braid the hair straight back. That's typically what I like to do, and I feed the ends of the extra braids into every other braid, so this way there's only one braid left over at the end of her braid down process. So I like to put oil on the scalp to make sure that the scalp is moisturized underneath the unit, and then I'm going to spray the front of her hairline with holding spray. You could use any spray you want. I like to allow mine to dry a little bit, brush her hair back, and then apply a cap. Don't mind me, it looks like I'm being rough, but these caps that I ordered off Amazon, I think they sent me the wrong ones because these shits is tight as hell. But I'm going to spray the top of her cap with more of that olive oil spray, and then I'm going to take my Erica J hair glue, and I'm going to put that right exactly where I want to eventually cut the excess lace off. Cap off. And then I'm going to sit her under the dryer. Typically, it really just depends on how much glue I put up there or how fast the dryer is working that day. So I'm just going to sit her under the dryer, and then we are going to begin the process of putting her wig on. So the first thing I like to do is cut the cap off, and like I said, where I put the glue line is exactly where I want to cut it. She has a beauty mark on her forehead, and that's kind of like my guideline mark as to where I like to put her glue. Some people like to put their lace pieces further back. Some people like to bring theirs further down. I do whatever my client wants. And like I said, her beauty mark is her mark as far as how low she wants her lace to be. This is actually a benefit for her because this way she knows that her hair is always protected, and she knows that there is no glue ever on her actual hairline. So that's kind of a benefit. So I did go in and kind of pluck her lace a little bit more. I did not capture that on camera, but like I said, this was an old unit, so sometimes you have to tweak it and go in and kind of just make it just make it look new again. Or she is getting baby hairs, so yeah, I just like to customize that so the final install could look as nice and natural as possible. So my next step after pressing the wig into the glue is applying a little bit of hair color onto the lace, which is going to blend that lace more into her scalp. And as you can see here, I'm just parting her baby hairs away. Again, this was an old wig, and I did go in and pluck again, so you will see that I will have to sometimes create new baby hairs and cut more hair when I am doing this, which is perfectly fine. Again, the end result is what's most important. I want to make sure that the lace is laid as if it was a new lace piece. So now that that's done, I like to go in and press my baby hairs down in the direction I want them to be with my hot comb. And this just gives it a better effect when I go to lay my baby hairs. they're already laying in a direction that I'm gonna swoop them in. So pressing them just helps me with that process. So now we're gonna go on to the next step, which is giving her a middle part. And I'm so anal about my middle parts because I be thinking it's perfect or it's not. It's like I just never fucking know. So yeah, I'm gonna take my time with parting this middle part out, and then I'm going to press it out with my hot comb. But before I do that, I'm going to actually pin her hair away, and then I'm going to secure the lace at the top. And I like to do this while I'm doing the styling because I just feel like it just makes it lay better. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the baby hairs, spray it with the olive oil, put her lace band on, and we're gonna let that sit while I perfect her part in style. Like I said before, that just helps the process of melting. It just makes it quicker, seals it better as well. So here I am making her part very defined. I like to use a concealer that's a little bit lighter than my client's actual skin tone, and then I'm going to darken her part to give it that real crispy line, and it's going to look as perfect as it does here. And then I'm going to go back in with the hot comb, really press it in so this way it could give that look. Then we're going to spray it with water. So I'm not sewing her wig down because my client likes to take her wig off and on. So because of that, I'm just going to allow her to use the combs in the wig, which adds for very good security in when installing at home. So if you guys would like to purchase a wig that you can wear glueless, that comes with straps and combs in the inside, make sure that you shop Crowns for Queens. Okay, check us out on Instagram at crownsforqueens_. We always have sales going on. So yeah, check us out. So what's in the spray bottle is just a little bit of leave-in conditioner and water, and I'm just going to distribute that throughout her hair. And then I'm going to move on to the final step, which is going to be laying her baby hairs. I try not to put too much product on the actual hair because I know clients tend to apply more product when they go home, so I would hate to overload it on the first install and then when you get home you overdo it. So I just do the minimum, leave-in and water. When you go home, you are more than welcome to add a styling gel or a styling cream, and you can use it every other day. So for the baby hairs, I like to curl with a very small curling iron, and I like to curl them upwards. And then I like to take a little bit of, the olive oil hairspray, and I spray on the tips of my fingers and on the back of my hand. And I take a comb or a edge brush that has the little brush and the comb on the opposite side, and I like to comb that in to the hair and into the direction that I want the baby hairs to lay. I hope that's a very good explanation, but I just keep doing that until the baby hairs look how I want it to look, and less is more when using a spray. So now that I'm done with that side, I'm going to skip and speed past the left side. But I did do the exact same thing. Curl the baby hairs up, use the olive oil hairspray to hold it down and swoop it into the direction that I wanted it. And then to help with my flyaways at the top, I like to use the olive oil spray again. And I'm going to hit it with my Crowns for Queens hot comb. And that's just how I kind of seal in my flyaways. And if there's any additional and I need to get rid of them, I will secure it with the wax stick, like I said before. And then I'm going to just take my tweezers and peel off any hair that's not laying how I need it to lay. So now we're going to go on to show you just a cute a few cute styles that you can do when wearing a closure wig, because I know some people think you have limited styles when you have a closure, but you can still play around with it. So here I have the two pieces in the front to give that pop of the color that we added, and then I have it pulled to the back, which my client doesn't like, but like I said, it's for the purposes of the video. I want to show you guys that with a closure wig you can still do different styles, and it's just simply pulled back, twisted in the front, and as you can see, you can't see anything. So don't think that you're extremely limited with a closure wig. You can still play around and do different things that you want to do. So the next look that I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the two pieces down again, and I'm going to do similar to the style that's very trendy right now, which is actually I decided to pull it all back. It's like when you pull it back, put it into a ponytail, and then you clip it and kind of give like that 90s flip up. I don't know what you really call it, but I just wanted to kind of like play around with it, show you guys that look is also achievable with a closure wig as well. So I'm going to take my top of the hair that I'm slicking back, and I'm going to hit it with a hot comb. And that's also another reason why I didn't put too much product, is because I knew I wanted to play around with the style, and I didn't want to be frying up the hair, cooking it with the hot comb and all the leave-in products and all of that stuff. So just a tip, less is more. So again, I'm going to just put a rubber band around the ponytail section I created in the top, and as you can see, it's still very flawless. You can't see the tracks or anything, so you can get away with this style as well with the closure wig from Crowns for Queens. And I'm just going to take a hair clip, and like I said, this was just for the purposes of this video, but I would, if I was really wearing my hair like this, I would get a cute clip or something from like Target or like Amazon, and I would clip it up and I will wear it like this. And again, this is just a style I want to show you guys on camera, just to give you a look of, just to give you a second look to show you different styles you can do. Now, the last style that we're going to do is something very simple, and we're just going to flip it over, because again, with the 6x6 closure, you have the option to do side or middle part, and you can also do no part, which is kind of what we did here, a no part flip over and kind of play with it. And as you can see from her response, she liked this look better, more free, more wild, allowing the curls to just do what the curls do, and the baby hairs give that pop. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I want to show you guys this quick tutorial on how I added a few streaks of highlights. As you can see here, we did a little caramel chocolate highlights, kept the rest of the hair in its natural brown color that the wig comes in, and we just revived it. So don't throw away your old wigs, bring them back to life. And as long as you shop Crown for Queens, your wigs will last you a very long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. Make sure you comment, subscribe, like this video, and let me know also down in the comment section below what other hair videos you guys would like to see, or also let me know what you liked about this video, what you think I missed, and what more you would like to see in the next tutorial. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next video.